Have you ever felt an invisible thread pulling you back, shaping your choices and emotions in ways you can't quite pinpoint? You're about to uncover a profound truth about your mother that could finally unlock your healing journey. This isn't about assigning blame. It's about understanding a deep psychological imprint that lives within you. The visionary psychologist Carl Jung taught us that true healing isn't found in cozy comfort, but in the courageous act of confrontation. And perhaps the most significant confrontation we face is with the primal force of our mother. Jung didn't just see mothers as individuals, he viewed them as powerful archetypes, a fundamental energy woven into the very fabric of our unconscious, silently shaping our entire being long before we could even speak our first word. It's crucial to recognize that she too was once a child, carrying her own inherited mother complex, her own unspoken shadows. Chances are she unknowingly passed these echoes onto you, like an unseen legacy. True healing begins when we shed the extremes, when we stop idealizing her as a goddess or demonizing her as a monster, and start seeing our mothers as they truly were, flawed, hurting, and often just as confused human beings as we are. The Mother Archetype. The Mother Archetype is one of the most potent and fundamental forces within us. It embodies nurturing, protection, and creation, but also has the potential for containment and, at times, limitation. Here's the crucial insight. The mother complex isn't about pointing fingers at your mother. She was, in all likelihood, doing the best she could, navigating her own life, fears, and the same deep archetypal forces that shaped her. The patterns you carry are far vaster than any single person. They are resonant echoes of this profound archetype, rippling down through generations and across cultures. Grasping this allows us to transcend blame and step into a space of profound compassion. For her, for ourselves, and for the intricate, beautiful messiness of human connection. Because ultimately, healing isn't about changing her, it's about liberating yourself. You might be thinking, but my mother was wonderful, so loving, or perhaps she wasn't even present in my life. How could she still affect me? Carl Jung wasn't speaking solely of your mother as a physical person. He was referring to the mother within you, the indelible imprint she left, the emotional fingerprint etched onto your very soul, long before you had words to describe it. The unseen wound. As children, we are sponges, absorbing every nuance, her tone, her silent presence, her absence. We keenly observe how she navigates pain, how she cherishes herself, how she copes. And we internalize it all, not just as facts, but as fundamental aspects of our identity. Jung understood something profound. Many of our adult struggles, our nagging fears, repetitive patterns, emotional roadblocks, aren't random. They are echoes. You might believe you fear failure, but perhaps what you truly fear is disappointing that internal voice that once whispered, "Be good. Be quiet. Be perfect." You might find it hard to trust others, but perhaps it's because the very first bond you were meant to feel safe in didn't quite deliver. You might attribute your sadness to a recent breakup, yet it could be the very same ache you felt as a child when she turned away. An emotion no one ever helped you acknowledge or name. Jung asserted that we are profoundly shaped by the unconscious, that vast subterranean realm where our earliest experiences still resonate. And the mother archetype resides there with unparalleled power because in our fragile beginnings, she was, quite simply, our world. If that foundational world felt unpredictable, cold, overwhelming, or even too perfect, we constructed a reality around it. A reality we might still be unwittingly confined by. This is the wound you don't always see. and it's vital to understand. It's not your fault, but it is your profound responsibility if you truly desire to live a life of freedom. Because no matter how far you run or how diligently you try to fix yourself, true healing eludes you until you turn inward and truly comprehend the mother who still actively lives within your personal narrative. Before we delve deeper, please take a moment to hit that like button. Your support helps these vital insights reach more people. And if you're finding this journey into the depths of the mind compelling, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming explorations. What is the mother complex? Carl Jung defined the mother complex as an unconscious pattern forged by your very first relationship, the one with the primary caregiver who nurtured you, or perhaps didn't. It transcends the simple binary of whether your mother was good or bad. It's about how your developing nervous system interpreted her presence. Did you feel safe? Was she emotionally attuned and available? Was your love for her conditional on you being a certain way? These foundational impressions created an unconscious blueprint. And now, often without even realizing it, you may be endlessly replaying that blueprint in your adult life. You might find yourself drawn to partners who mirror her unavailability, or you might become the perpetual caretaker for everyone around you, unconsciously striving to earn the love you once had to work so hard for. You might even feel a surge of guilt for daring to set boundaries, because for you, love once equated to boundless sacrifice. These aren't just mere habits, they are deep-seated relics of that original relationship. The mother complex profoundly shapes your sense of inherent worth, your emotional triggers, and even your fundamental definition of love. And until you consciously recognize it, you're not merely reacting to the present moment. You are still, in many ways, reacting to her. Her voice inside your head. You are no longer a child, yet her voice might still resonate within your mind. That persistent inner critic that tells you you're not quite enough, that makes you second-guess every decision, that whispers shame when you attempt to speak your truth. You hear it echoing when you stumble, surprisingly, even when you succeed, and certainly when you try to rest, and are then flooded with guilt for doing so. This is precisely what Jung illuminated when he declared, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." You're not merely afraid of rejection, you're often afraid of her rejection. You're not just craving validation, you're still yearning for that elusive moment when she'll finally utter, "I'm proud of you." This isn't about condemning your mother. It's about recognizing that the very emotional rules you live by may have been etched into your psyche long ago, in a language you never chose. And now, it's time to consciously unlearn them. Healing. What can you do? Healing truly begins the instant you realize you are no longer bound to carry her patterns. Awareness is the crucial first step. But what do you do with it? Here are a few gentle yet incredibly potent ways to begin untangling the mother complex. Journal the unspoken. Write raw, honest letters you'll never send. Give voice to everything that couldn't be said. Allow your inner child to speak freely, uncensored, unashamed. Let the words flow onto the page like a cleansing river. Notice the voice. The next time that harsh inner critic pipes up, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, whose voice is this, truly? If it doesn't resonate as authentically yours, make a conscious choice not to obey it. Instead, replace it with the compassionate voice you desperately needed to hear. You are safe now. You are already more than enough. Reparent yourself daily. Treat yourself with the same profound care and tenderness you would offer someone you truly cherish. Prepare nourishing meals for yourself with intention. Establish healthy boundaries without a shred of guilt. Speak to yourself with unwavering kindness, especially when it feels awkward or unfamiliar, because those are often the moments it's needed most. Connect with others on the path. You are absolutely not alone on this journey of self-discovery and healing. Seek out books, join supportive groups, explore insightful videos, and consider working with a therapist if it feels right. Surround yourself with people who serve as powerful reminders that healing isn't just a distant possibility, but something that is already unfolding within you. The challenging truth is, you may never receive the apology you longed for or hear the exact words you yearned to hear. But here's the liberating secret. You can give those words, that profound validation, and that unconditional love to yourself. And that, more than anything, holds the power to set you truly free. At a certain point, the endless search for the love you didn't receive begins to transform. You stop seeking it externally and start becoming the one who generously gives it. This is the essence of reparenting yourself, holding sacred space for your own needs, speaking to yourself with unwavering compassion, and fiercely protecting the tender parts of you that were once left exposed and vulnerable. You begin to instinctively ask, what does my inner child truly need right now? And then, with profound presence, you listen. This journey is not always easy. There will be moments of deep grief, surges of liberating anger, and perhaps even a profound, bittersweet love for the version of her who simply didn't know how to do better. But Jung's timeless wisdom echoes. Wholeness doesn't emerge from elusive perfection, but from courageous integration. You carry her story within you, yes, but you are absolutely not destined to repeat it. When you courageously step into the role of the mother you truly needed, gentle, strong, fully awake, you stop living in the suffocating shadow of her voice and begin, with a profound sense of liberation, to speak with your very own. This is where true healing blossoms. If these words resonated deeply within you, please know, you are not alone. You are not broken. Subscribe for more profound reflections on healing, shadow work, and the incredible psychology of becoming truly whole. And if you're ready to embrace this transformative journey, leave a comment below. Just one powerful sentence. I choose to break the cycle. That single declaration might just be the magnificent beginning of everything.